Yeah, Nick Sirianni saw that play clock running down as he hurries to get a timeout call. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Go Silver, ready?
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep. That's complete inside the 35. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Putting a receiver in motion. Play action, here's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Lamar now from the gun. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Throwing again is Lamar. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Yo.
Turning to Henry on third. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Henry on the option. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. They've got a man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Second and 3 now. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens tie and can take the lead here in the second. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Ravens literally run up that opening touchdown drive, huh, as they take a 7-6 lead here. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, Britton Covey. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. And a man is there to knock that away. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So it'll be 2nd down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Hurts. On the move. Headed right. That one doesn't find its man.
Linebackers, they're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they're the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Throw on 3rd down. That pass complete to Goedert. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Hurts throwing again. Throw caught by his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Able to find Dotson here. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Hurts. Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Hurts to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Escapes out to the left. And he carries it in for the touchdown. Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. On first down, Jackson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
63, 60, out.
Here's Hurts. Buys top. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
They've got first down from the 31. The drive begins with Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
All on the 45, first and 10. Running once more with Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete out to the right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Milton Williams making the stop. Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Jackson now on 3rd. And this is incomplete. Took the check down for granted. He's lucky that wasn't picked and taken the other way. 4th down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
He'll throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go to Barkley again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's another carry for Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
Hey, Silver. Don't touch that. Don't touch.
Back to throw it. Throw is caught by the back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Great.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Get it.
On first down, Hurts. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
73.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, ready to gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He's got Devontae Smith. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. He's on the move. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. Return's looking good so far. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, here's Lamar. Completed to Flowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They send Aguilar in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The lateral goes haywire, fumble. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. This one intended for the running back.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
First down, a run with Barkley. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Connection made with his running back down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. This finds Smith. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Hurts throwing again. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles go up by 19. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They run. It's the former Eagle, DeAndre Swift. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Swift. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here, another run by Swift. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. To throw is Williams. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's a short throw caught by Komet, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Third down, 3 to go.
Here we go.
He'll try to run for it. It's Swift. There goes Swift. First down and more. The speed on display. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup past the 25. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Great, check. Sky left Yeti.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Hey, easy, 63. Don't touch.
Throwing is Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Hurts to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. He'll go on fourth down. To the air again. Hurts. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down. Throwing is Williams. That one intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Now Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Third and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on third and 1. Here's Barkley. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That is caught, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Hurts now. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Great, set.
To throw is Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Great, set.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Off he goes.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush. And that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Hurts. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. A run here with Swift. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Williams now to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Great, set.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Great, set. Hey, 73.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Philadelphia. Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there, and it'll be third down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does, so I don't hate the call. But great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Here's Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That's taken in. And he will get the first down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3. They're trying the left side with Swift. Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. Just the 1 touchdown in this one, but they made it hold up. They escaped with a 7-0 victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Alert, 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 alert.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to it.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll dump this off to Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Allen going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down.
Throwing is Wilson. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
3rd and 4.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Now it's Wilson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it.
Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Allen rolling to his right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The tight end in motion right. First down, here's the run with Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
56, 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Off 52. Middle. What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Keon Coleman.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight. Stop. Middle. Right side.
So after the INT, it's Allen escaping the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Second and 10.
Half 10. Go.
Now Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Regular. Go.
Now Allen. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
And they'll accept that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Wilson to throw.
And that's caught by Williams.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Here's Wilson.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here's Wilson. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to... He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid,
78 yards.
And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Now the Steelers use the first of their three timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for two.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta. the home of the Falcons. The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here in Atlanta. Ray McLeod on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Another run here for Robinson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3 plays, no first downs. Time for 4th down.
You spend all week developing your opening script. What are you going to do when you get the ball for the first time, Mike? Well, I promise you, it wasn't go 3 and out and punt. But give credit to the defense. Nice job getting off the field here early. Get the ball back to your offense.
They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, Penix. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Rookie from Washington on target with that one. It is a 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. Either way, I'm coming away with points.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. They'll throw. It's Penix. This one caught at the 4. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. 2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. On third and goal, it's Penix. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. McLeod now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Now Penix to throw on second down. He runs with it. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. Now the lefty Penix on first down. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, here is Penix. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing but...
And he will go all the way.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. He's got it. And the Falcons will level things out at 7 apiece. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. So, one touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. McLeod now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down. On the give, it's Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Penix. That's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here just past the 30.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
He'll get about 2. Tackle made by Nate Landman. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Penix. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, Penix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Looking to throw. It's Penix. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down. Throwing is Penix. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Atlanta. Throwing again, it's Penix. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over just shy of midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one. A tough spot here. Third and long. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And the Falcons will take over here just past the 30.
I think he's better off if he would have just decided to throw that ball away. He had nowhere to go. He tried to go through his progression as quick as he could, but sometimes you just have to learn, Mike, at this level, learn to play the next snap. If it's not there, you don't get the perfect look, throw it away. That play didn't work. Line up, snap it, and do it again.
Now Robinson. And trying some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. We'll try the right side with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike. It's just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Back-to-back gains of 10 yards and back-to-back first downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Over the middle, that's his tight end Pitts. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch him off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
Here's Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Robinson. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They'll drop to throw. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. McLeod now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's first down. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, here's Penix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. To throw again, it's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And it's hard. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for over.
That's going to be caught. Not playing for the OT. They get the 2-point conversion.
What?
And take the lead.
Comeback.
Minute.
I haven't been quiet all stream, boy. I had to speak up on that one. There it was.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they.
Woo! All right, now we just got to play good defense. Don't give up no big plays. All right, I think I'm gonna go nickel. All right.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
All right, let's see if he can make this comeback. I just got to keep him out of field goal range.
1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop.
Sack lunch.
Pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
On 2nd down, Penix.
Ball game.
Could be the dagger. It's
all game. Played like crap, and I still cooked. And I still cooked without the team I normally play with. But they see, Jay, you can't win with Anti-Eagles. Looks like on Joe Steve.
Moving into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the
Follow the game up.
anticipate better, and ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.